The Lord be with you.
And with
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus said to his disciples, "Be watchful, be alert. You do not know when the time will come. It is like a man traveling abroad. He leaves home and places his servants in charge, each with his own work, and orders the gatekeeper to be on the watch. Watch, therefore. You do not know when the Lord of the house is coming, whether in the evening or at midnight or at cockcrow or in the morning. May he not come suddenly and find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to all, watch." The Gospel of the Lord.
praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So some of the seminarians for the diocese are kind of coming home for break and whatnot. And so I was visiting with one of them. It's his first year in seminary. And I was kind of reflecting on my first year. And one thing that really caught my attention that first year in seminary was the notion of the liturgical calendar. Like it's kind of a Catholic geek thing a little bit. But we have this liturgical calendar. We have all these seasons and we kind of wear different colors. But many of us don't really get into it. But when you're in the seminary, you're kind of immersed in it. It's actually really cool. The liturgical calendar is really cool, these different seasons. I'll bring that up today, right, because we celebrate Advent. But this is the new year, the start of the new year of the liturgical calendar. So I'm just reminded of the church and her wisdom, of these seasons that allow us to prepare our hearts in different ways for different events of Christ. So what season are we in right now? Advent, right? You go to town and you think it's Christmas already. But no, it's Advent, this beautiful season of awaiting, in a sense. And I've reflected on the notion of Advent a little bit more. What is it? What is Advent? Is it just a preparation for Christmas? I don't know. I don't think so. When I really look into what the church has in mind for it, I don't think it's just a simple 4-week preparation for Christmas. The word Advent comes from the Latin adventus, which means coming, right? Coming of Jesus. Now, I don't know about you, but in the readings today, I didn't hear much about Christmas or the birth of Christ. It had to do with the second coming of Jesus, okay? That's what's going on. That's what we're actually awaiting, Advent, the coming of Christ, the second coming of Christ. He said he was going to come again. Right? We don't want to be caught off guard. That's why he says today, watch, be ready, be alert. We don't want him to come like a thief in the night. So this season of Advent is actually an opportunity for us to prepare for that reality, that promise that Christ will come again. We don't want to be caught off guard. So the church in our wisdom gives us this season to wrap our minds and hearts around the second coming of Christ. Are we ready? That's what it's about. Are we ready? The church doesn't drop bombs. She gives us seasons to prepare our hearts. So that's what Advent is. It's an opportunity for us to be ready to prepare our hearts for the second coming of Jesus. So my encouragement, let's take full advantage of that, right? How do we do that? We can do it several ways. For one, get it on our hearts and minds. Like let that be on the forefront. That's why I like the liturgical calendar. It's not just for here at Mass. It's also for out there. It corresponds well with our actual calendar, preparing us for the first of the year and a lot of other stuff. But keep it on our minds. It's Advent. Are we ready, becoming ready for that second coming of Jesus? So, okay, first keep it on our minds. Hey, we're wearing purple, right? It's kind of a penitential season. So the church is often called Advent a little Lent, okay? We're not out to do a bunch of penances and stuff, but it's a time to all right, what worked over the last year, what didn't work? What do I need to change, Often confession is a great way to kick off the new year. So encourage that. Also, in the opening prayer, it said, hey, may our good deeds go before us. Hey, it's an opportunity to really do some good deeds. That's what last week the Lord said we're going to be judged on when he comes again. So, hey, this is an opportunity to up our games in doing good deeds for our brothers and sisters. So my overall encouragement, hey, it's Advent. Let's take advantage of it. Let's prepare for the coming of Jesus. Right now, the church has us preparing for the second coming of Jesus. Okay? So let's take advantage of this season. Do whatever we need to do to prepare our hearts and minds for that reality, that promise, that Jesus will come again. We don't want to be caught off guard. So let's be watchful. Let's be ready.